What's up guys, welcome to my kitchen. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for clicking on this video again. So while I wait for my dinner to cook, it is something like 9:20 and I've just finished work in the evening, which makes a change to morning vlogs that I always seem to shoot where I'm like half asleep. But I'm still in my pyjamas regardless because it's late and you know, bedtime soon. So while I wait for my dinner to cook, I thought I would have a little chit chat because I didn't review Legoland, which I thought I had, and that was the first day out for me and my family since lockdown was lifted. Waited a little while, had some tickets that were booked during the lockdown that were obviously just moved to a later date when they would open. So Legoland, I love Legoland. It was my third visit, I believe, in 4 years, give or take. Last time we went, my daughter was too tiny to take part in some of the things that needed like a height restriction. But this time, she was tall enough, big enough, whatever you want to call it. So this time she had an absolutely banging day out. Legoland is epic. If you've not been, you don't need kids. I mean, it helps, but to be fair, you could have a fantastic day without them. So don't think that just because you're an adult, you need a child. You don't need a child. You don't need a child. You will have an amazing day on your own. I did go with my previous spouse, just the two of us before any children popped along, and it was just as equally as fun. But there's something about the look on her face and the smiles that you get that just kind of top it off, but it's not essential. So this time she was tall enough to gain a driving license from Legoland, which was really, really cute of them to do that. You do have to pay, depends if you want to pay. And I thought it was just going to be like a flimsy bit of cardboard with a photo stuck on it. It is a legit driving license. It looks exactly like ours. It has something like issued by Legoland authorities, blah blah blah. You get it on a little lanyard, and she poses for a photo, and it is the cutest thing that I've ever seen, and she's so proud of it, and she absolutely smashed it. She's 3 and was kind of doing better than your 5 and 6 year olds in these little go-kart things, so I'm super proud. And I was slightly competitive. I was like, just hit that child out the way and you just go. So it wasn't probably like the best mum that I could have been in that situation, but she smashed it. And then there's all your like roller coaster type things, a 3D one where you get to shoot some things. Your hand just passes over a laser and you just keep like almost throwing nunchucks, which was really good. Again, social distancing in all the queues, social distancing on the rides, so while you may think it takes a little bit longer to kind of get to the front, it doesn't take that much longer. Like, the queues were not extortionate, and we went on a day when the kids were at school. Apart from my daughter, she only does 3 days at nursery, so it was pretty quiet, no more than like a 5-minute wait for even the most popular rides. Nothing to my mind was closed, nothing that I wanted to go on anyway. They were wiping everything down with sanitizer, cleaning all the boats if you went on the boat ride, cleaning all the boats. They were just fantastic. I could not have rated Legoland highly enough. Like all of the theme parks that we've been to this year already, they've all been really trying to keep you safe, keep the place clean. Masks are obviously mandatory, which is absolutely fine. Like I said in a previous video, it is not an issue for me. I'm saving myself. If I'm a carrier, I'm trying to save other people. I obviously live in this gorgeous flat with my girlfriend and my daughter, so I'm keeping them safe. Just wear it, for God's sake. We're not asking you to like wrap yourself up in tin foil. We're just asking you to pop a mask on your face. So I cannot rate it enough. I would absolutely say book it if you are inclined. If you're sitting on the fence, ask some questions, feel free. We got the Sun offer, so we didn't actually pay for our tickets, but you save about near £200 with the Sun codes, so it's worth next summer, or you could even start collecting now, but there's nothing really to collect for. I think Madame Tussauds is the next one if you've wanted to go there. You don't want to pay, collect your Sun codes. You get a £5 for every 30 codes that you scan. They give you a £5, and then you can either cash it out into your bank account, or you can save for things on the app like donuts or a drink or a meal deal or something like that. You can just save the money up, and then it means you don't have to pay for food when you get there. So it essentially makes the whole day free, and all you got to pay for is your travel and a car park, probably. It was about £4 or £5 to pay for parking at Legoland. But you know, they got to make their money somewhere, and we were all trying to keep afloat in these crazy times. So 100% recommend Legoland, but of course there are deals out there to be had, money off codes, money off vouchers, free tickets, whatever. So go, have an amazing time, tell them that I sent you. Yeah, just enjoy yourselves. Legoland's epic. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily think I'd recommend it in the rain, but we had probably the last hot day of this year. That was the day that we went. That was the day that we booked our tickets for, unknowingly. And I was walking around in a t-shirt and 3/4 lengths, and it wasn't even that long ago. So very lucky with the weather. As we were when we went to Chessington this week, which we'll do in a separate video, because Chessington needs a whole video of its own. I mean, just a little spoiler for the next video if anybody cares. Chessington was out of this world, but I digress. Legoland. Up until Chessington, Legoland was my favourite day out this year, which was probably not hard to top, because before that I had my girlfriend's birthday, which was pretty epic. We went to see Tina the musical and Mary Poppins, so 2 shows in 2 nights, and London Zoo during the day. So it was quite an epic birthday that I planned on my part. I feel like I did very well, and I'm very proud of myself for organising that, and a gorgeous stay in a London hotel. So I'm very proud of myself for that. But that aside, that was obviously COVID. That aside, this was probably one of the best day out, Legoland, with my mum and my dad and my daughter and my girlfriend, and it just was absolutely amazing. So I will pop some photos on the end of this video just so you can have a glimpse at what there is, and I will do Chessington in the next one. And yeah, that's it for me really. Seem to be doing these quite regularly. Recently gained a new subscriber, so hi, welcome, thank you, appreciate it, as I've said before. Love you guys. Honestly, vlogging is definitely becoming a big passion of mine, and I just hope I continue to find things to talk about, things to review, unboxings to be done. There is a cheeky, I don't think my sister watches these. If my sister watches these, stop watching, but I don't think she does. Cheeky parcel from my favourite tea company that is rising ever so quickly. My sister likes tea. My sister drinks tea, different kinds of tea. So that was the brief for Christmas presents this year, which is easy. It's an easy brief, and a little something that I know something about. So I ordered from the Tea in the Gang, obviously. My second order, an English breakfast, because you know we're in England and we start the day with tea. A jasmine green tea. I can't drink any of these because they all contain caffeine. My dinner's ready. Green tea, she loves a green tea, so that one. Mango and pineapple oolong tea. My mum tried the single tea bag that I had of this in a previous video and loved it, so that comes highly recommended, and I will give that to my sister and hope it tastes good. If not, blame the mother. And chai black tea. Jury's out, I don't know whether she likes chai, but we'll find out. So those are the 4 packets. That's not all that I'm going to get her. Like, Merry Christmas, here's your tea. But that's a good start. Maybe I'll do some sort of cheeky hamper and throw in some vodka or some gin or something like that and beef it up a little bit. So anyway, I'm having sweet potato falafel, which is amazing. And I'm going to butter a roll and have some Pringles and some hummus and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to go eat. Thank you guys for watching. Please do feel free to ask questions if you've got any questions about Legoland. I mean, I'm not a pro, but I've been a couple of times. And yeah, if there's any recommendations you want to know about, if you've got a child and you're not quite sure if it'll be suitable for them, whatever, person in a wheelchair, if you want to ask questions about that, go for it. I'm very responsive in my comments, and I love reading comments if they're good or bad, or you've got a suggestion. Feel free, you know. This is our channel. We work together to create watchable content. Anyway, I'm going to burn my falafel. See you guys in the next one.